Hello, hello, hello. My name is Alex. You're watching Know the Game. And what do you think about the title? Oh, yeah. Some people might think, oh, just clickbait, yeah. He will not tell to people that they are stupid. I mean, the title is You, Me, and everybody around are stupid. But it's not a clickbait. It's diagnosis that I will explain through the damn video. Yeah. And you see, sooner you accept that you are stupid, better it is. And you might think, oh, he means some sort of other term, yeah? Nope. And don't worry, I will not be spending the whole video, whole 20 or whatever minutes it will be, about insulting people, how stupid they are, and etc. No, I wanna show you the concept. I wanna show you the pattern that will prove you that you need to acknowledge your personal and people around you stupidity as soon as it's possible, because some other people acknowledged it and they're using it against you. And quick spoiler alert, there's a good saying that we need to straight away recognize. Stupid people think they are smart. Smart people think they are stupid. And this is a very good saying, and yeah, this is basically represents the next 20 or 25 minutes that you will be watching, and it's very essential in your life to acknowledge this concept that you, me, and everybody around are stupid. As soon as you do it, better for you in your personal life, in your business life, and anywhere else. Let's start with a very simple question. I just called you a stupid person. Now, what makes me? Well, guys, I'm judging on myself. I'm stupid as hell myself. I decided to use a very honest and strong word, stupid, where I could have gone with silly, or we're not so far-seeing people, you know. No, because, I mean, stupid will definitely turn off quite a lot of people. And I'm trying to pass a very important knowledge. But let's go even more deeper, right? Now, how it looks on a paper. I mean, I have a very decent education. I have college degree, I have university degree, I finished MBA professional in Ottawa and Buffalo University. Should be kind of more or less few thoughts in my brain for sure, right? Then, oh guys, if you'll go from my experience, I have business development executive experience in a very big company, international company. I'm teaching business and economics, god damn it. And now I even have my own business consulting business. So on the paper looks really awesome. But let's change a few perspectives here. How it looks from other perspective. Business consultant, economics teacher, and you are not millionaire. And now, where's your yacht? Where's the skyscraper? Where's the video where on a rooftop of Dubai you're smoking a cigar or drinking champagne on your private jet with a nice looking mistress, huh? What can you teach, bro? No, really, bro. Look, all those successful success speakers, they always have Lamborghinis, they have always yachts, they always fly private jets. They know what they're teaching, right? They have experience. Obviously, I mean, come on, look. Because they are, and that's what Instagram and social media is showing us. We're getting perception that the guy who have knowledge, he will be also obviously have a right image. And we then do not ask ourselves a question, why the hell such a successful person will be selling us courses for 99 bucks, 199 bucks, maybe if whole thousand. Guys, those people supposed to have millions and millions, right? And they're selling such cheap courses for such a strong, important knowledge. Are you freaking kidding me? But you see, for many people, that's the only proof you need. You need to appeal to them through the image of success. And why am I starting with this? Well, because it's one of the most stupidest mistake we all do. We judge on the people in regards of the image they're displaying to us, not what the information they are giving to us. And some people might say, well, man, come on, you're talking about these Zoomers. We are smarter, we are adults. Well, adults. Let's discuss it from the business perspective and a little bit change perspective again. Because the similar bias works really good in a business against us as well. I will start it as a business case. In year 2013, I was about to not just attend, but arrange my own exhibition booth at the IFSEC International in Birmingham in that case. We were getting ready and I noticed that our company planning to use a very old brochure that we had already by the time. And I really didn't like it. It was a bit too short, about too techy, I would say. And it made me, not a very techy guy, but still IT, more or less specialist, yeah? Ask quite a lot of questions. As a marketeer, I came to the boss, told him about my worries, and he told me one interesting thing. Alexander, that's your first exhibition, right? Now, IFSEC International is a very important exhibition in the video security industry, in a security industry. Specialists from all the world are coming to this exhibition. They are specialists. They know all this techy stuff. They just need to see that it's there. You do not need to explain them what this or another feature means. Well, that's the position of boss. Well, that's my first exhibition, so I complied and we printed more of these brochures and went to the exhibition. Guess what happened at the exhibition? We had to explain everything to everyone. Basically everyone, because some people were making face that and you could see in their eyes, no, I have no idea what you're saying. Some were able to ask, what the hell is on with? What the hell is RTSP protocol? What is this feature? What is that feature? And yeah, they didn't understood the brochure. Why? Well, because brochure was written in technician language. And for whom is technician language? For technicians. Now, who is actually visiting the exhibitions? Well, very often these are owners of the business, highest representatives of the business, business managers, sales managers, those who make financial decisions. Unfortunately, not so often general technicians, company technicians are visiting these exhibitions. Not as many as we would like to have. But again, the majority of people are in operations managerial position, operations administrative positions. They are not engineers. They are smart to build successful companies that they represent. But all this techy stuff, all this techy jargon is not their main thing. And features from one company to a company differ in the naming. And protocols, well, they might not know this or particular protocol, and especially in this specific context. They want a simple answer on a simple question. What does your product do for my company? Why should I care? And how are you different from other companies? And the main thing, translating this overall, how will profit lies on choosing your exact product? You need to dedicate more time to this in your material. If they like the idea, they will send it to the engineer and ask them, check this brochure, download this software. Maybe it's worth our attention. Please. So what did we do wrong? Well, my boss is ex-technician himself. And obviously, he's surrounded by technicians. And obviously, they know what they are talking about. First thing. And then they believe that since they know what they're talking about, everybody else in the industry will know. But when you are a software development company, maybe. But when you are installer and distributor, but that's what they believed. What we had on our booth, 3 technicians, boss, who is a technician, and myself, a newbie in a security business, who was trying to explain everybody what is what in a language that they are able to understand. The main lesson from this exhibition case is the fact that don't judge about other people's knowledge in regards of your knowledge. Even if they wear the same badge, even if they are present on the same conference, it's irrelevant. Okay, business, okay, I got it. But still, everybody is stupid. Some smart people made a stupid mistake. Okay, guys, okay, here's daily life. Now, I have a good driving experience. I really knew my cars. But if I will get to my car, start the engine, it will not start. Well, I will check the petrol, if it's still there, by any chance. You never know. Then try to jumpstart the battery, and if this not work, I'm done. And a good mechanic, within a couple of minutes, will be able to say, dude. For him, it's simple. For me, it's a dark forest, even though I know my car. Same with the school subjects. I did learn chemistry, but what do I remember now? H2O, H2SO4, well, oxygen, hydrogen. Yeah, that's about it. Or physics, my favorite. Once on the interview, I was asked, so what electricity type is in a power socket, AC or DC? And in Russian it sounds like constant or random. And only because of the look of the questionnaire, I was able to see, he will definitely say constant. It's always there. So just like, no, random. And that's basically only because of the expression of the interviewer face. I completely forgot what kind of electricity is there. And where I'm trying to bring you to? Well, to the fact that we have a very tunneled vision in our life. We are becoming more professional in what we constantly do, constantly encounter, but the rest of the knowledge, even if we had this knowledge, is leaving us and we're not noticing it. Basically, we stuck in certain information bubble in our life. And good example, our parents. How do they feel with the newest tech? How many of you adults were having nice experience explaining your mom or dad, or maybe even grandma, where to go on their computer by the phone? Was it fun? Or maybe even fixing their computer over the phone? Just go there, press this, check that. I don't know what's going on. You would hear, right? But is it only for old people? Youngsters, can you tell me, what do you have here? Can you name any of these devices, let's say that? But let me give you an interesting example of this bubble that will change your perspective again on our stupidity. Look at this device. Now, for many, you know it is a potato peeler. Just because I was doing the freaking video, I learned that it has a name, vegetable peeler. I don't remember exact moment when I stopped using it as actual potato peeler, but the moment I realized that I'm being an idiot is forever in my head when I'm peeling apple with the knife, old school. And I'm peeling, and then my eyes going onto the potato peeler. And I'm just like, I'm such idiot. And trust me, I wasn't 18 or 20 when I learned this. Much older. You see, for years in my head, this device was all about the potatoes. Even though, it's kind of obvious, right? And we always have this thing. Think for yourself, when was the last time you were doing something and somebody came to you, dude, you just need to check here, or you need to change this setting. And this dramatically changed your life. This tunnel vision, this information bubble also makes us stupid. And it's, stupidity. We didn't explore because we didn't know where to explore. Okay, so you got us. We are stupid, okay? We will even accept that stupid is a good word in your context. But guys, I'm not just pointing out that you're stupid. I have reasons to speak about our stupidity from the perspective because there's quite a lot of people know that we are stupid and therefore they're exploiting our stupidity. And let's talk about how our stupidity being exploited. One of the best areas where it's acknowledged that people are stupid and let's use this, let's exploit it, are contracts. And let's talk about labor contracts, because if we will talk about others, maybe stupidity goes just in regards of you not hiring specialists who can actually check it out for you and consult you. we will concentrate on a labor contract because most of us, regular people, have no knowledge about labor law. We're not being taught it really well, and when you just open labor law, there's a huge text with amount of letters that you just like, nope, nope. Where we usually gather our knowledge about the labor law? Well, believe it or not, from movies. And how it usually works out. In movies or TV series, we often see this momentum. But you sign it, it's in your contract. Everyone gasps. Dramatic music, hero is trapped. But what happens in reality? In reality, nobody talks much about the fact that, well, labor law is above any labor contract that you sign with your boss, with the company you will be working with, right? But many contracts are written the way like they are the highest truth. Why? Because in reality, people don't check, well, labor law, because too much to read and it doesn't make sense for a regular person to understand what the hell is written there. People are busy. People are scared to look stupid and ask. Let me give you some typical examples. For instance, following. You can only resign 3-6 months before you leave. In many labor laws, we have exact timing stated, and usually these are 30 days. Longer periods are rare for specific, usually government positions. Or for instance, you're not allowed to work anywhere else except our company once you sign the contract with us, which might make sense with lawyers, which might make sense with government officials, but how about you're just working in a warehouse or just working as a technician in a certain company? And fun fact, all those things are mentioned in labor law. And the fun fact, usually if there is such a requirement, it requires some sort of compensation. And my favorite is one, after finishing with us, you shouldn't be working in the same industry ever again. Written there, and there is no freaking compensation stated for the fact that you will not be working somewhere else, which is against the labor law. It's not only about the labor. Think about long subscription contracts, mobile operators, gym memberships, online services, tiny letters at the bottom of the page. Auto-renewal by default, hidden fees. They all play the same game. The customer will not read. The customer will not ask. The customer will be a little bit stupid. And the customer will accept, even though it's actually unlawful. And they will threaten you with court cases, even though, well, law doesn't even consider this to be legal. And it's interesting because it also happens in a real business contracts. And that's why I'm not talking about them much, because you definitely need a professional on your side who will consult you. Because quite a lot of companies, they put certain things in a contract which are against the law. And this means you can just ignore it. But they are put there to make sure that maybe, and most likely, you just don't know how those things work. And maybe, and most likely, you will not use specialists to translate this contract to you. Okay, that's nasty. And what can we do? Good question. So, first of all, sometimes you really need this job, this service, or this deal. And what you need to do, if the contract looks scary, and you obviously already learned something in advance, and you see, this is just not legit to demand from me, sign it. Go ahead with it. But obviously, one main remark, you need obviously learn that by this law, this is not legit to ask from you. So once you insured, it's not legit to be asked from you, sign it. And if there is a conflict and they will say, how dare you, we will fine you, you calmly answer, guys, yes, I signed because I needed this at that time. But here's the law, here's the paragraph saying about this paragraph that you're referring to, it's illegal, I need it, I signed it for the sake of necessity. But you are unable to demand from me what is illegal. Very often, this conversation becomes much shorter and much calmer straight away. The big conclusion in this part is about the fact that quite a lot of things in this world is playing around the fact that you will not check, you will not know, you are a little bit stupid. And they want to exploit it. So, yeah, kind reminder. Now let's go opposite side, when not somebody exploiting our stupidity, but where we can exploit stupidity ourselves. Play dumb, as you say. For some reason, many of us feel pressure to always look smart and competent. We are afraid to say, I don't know. We are afraid to ask questions. We are afraid to look dumb. But sometimes it's actually very useful to play dumb. First, as a test. Here men can learn from smart women. Many women sometimes consciously act as a bit naive. Not because they are weak, but because they want to see how we will behave, what we will offer, where we will try to cheat. In a business, it's also a powerful tool. You pretend you do not understand something and then just watch. Does the other person explain honestly or starting manipulating you? Not always showing that you are professional is really a good thing. For example, here in China, I always pretend that I completely Qing Budong, basically don't know any Chinese. I'm not really fluent, but let's say I know some stuff. But I will never show my true knowledge because I want to learn what they are truly thinking about this deal, what they are truly planning, because when they believe that I don't speak any Chinese, they're becoming their true selves. And this is what I really want to learn about my business partners, right? Second thing, protecting you from free work. Now, I'm in business consulting, and not only consultants, but all the agents, all the lawyers, all the doctors, all the, they will truly understand this issue. When you have your customers, your partners in a messenger, you will get a lot of simple, quick questions, where one question on its own doesn't mean anything. But one question after another and after another, basically, together, it's real work. For free. And here we're playing dumb, playing stupid, well, in reasonable momentum, yeah, not to actually show that you're retarded and cannot do your job, can help you, because, I cannot understand much from the message. Oh, something is not right there. You see, maybe we can get our next appointment scheduled. I have exactly right now free space there, and we can schedule if you're available on this time, because I want to see it in person, discuss it in person, because something is missing. I really feel stupid because I don't see the full picture. We really need to discuss it together, one-on-one, and schedule it in a standard fee procedure, without giving away everything, your bread, just for free, with those small, simple questions. Third one is my most favorite. Think of fool at work that you have. The most naive guy, doesn't have his own opinion, always don't understand something, and kind of forgetful. In the same time, avoids extra job, extra responsibility, because everybody knows, I mean, come on, he's this guy. In the meantime, keeps his job, keeps his salary, and sometimes even get promoted. Is he really that stupid, or is it a strategy? In some cases, it might be a way to avoid additional work for free. But in some cases, it could be even more deeper. And follow this idea. I don't know if you like fantasy books. I'm really in love with fantasy and science fiction. But usually you would see this in fantasy, where you will have a royal jester, considered to be by everyone a fool, a clown, a joker. But in reality, through the book you will see that this is or crown's spy, or one of the most powerful guys in all kingdom. There are quite a lot of books in a fantasy that actually started reviewing this idea, and I decided to Google, is it just a new trend? And apparently no. We have quite a lot of historical cases where jester was used as one of the, well, royal spy, let's call it this way, because fool, clown, what to expect of him? And therefore people were talking things in front of him, they were doing things in front of him, and he knew everything what is truly going on in a palace, in a kingdom. Interesting thought, right? Therefore, yeah, when it's too obvious, it's not. Quite often, stupidity is not actual stupidity, it's a mask. All right, we are stupid. Or we can play stupid. And the people know that we are stupid and using it against us. Time to get smart? Now, let's talk about people who call you smart. Because in our stupid world, it's really nice to hear that you finally recognize the smart. And this is another evil trick because of which I want you to recognize that you might be stupid. Because some people will use the card of you are smart against you. Scammers, manipulative bloggers, some salespeople love this tactic. The message is always the same. You are not like everyone. You are special. I see you really smart. You understand what others don't. Everyone else is a sheep. You see the truth. Feels good, right? Ego starts purr like a cat. At least somebody noticed that I'm not stupid as everyone else. If you watched online ads for secret investment clubs, crypto signals, special trading bots, you know this style. Banks don't want you to see the truth. Government don't want you to know this, but you are smart. You click this video. Sometimes the scheme is less dramatic. For example, why pay social insurance? You are smart enough to invest by yourself. And then people lose everything in some pyramid. This happens in many countries, not only in one place. And by the way, I have a video where I actually discuss it in more details how not paying your social insurance will affect you. Let's call it this way. I always repeat my older students, especially the one who graduating, one simple thing. Guys, if a stranger, for no reason, out of sudden, saying how smart you are, how special you are, treating you out of sudden too nicely, they wanna screw you. Yes, sometimes it's a romantic thing and you don't mind, but when it comes to business and money, guys, be really careful. And before we go to the final checklist, let's review final angle. We all speak different languages. And I'm not talking about English, Russian, German, Chinese, Japanese, Korean. No. We also speak different language in regards of our experience, expertise, yada, 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 yada. And because other people speak their other language, even though it's the same, English, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, yada, 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 we think they are stupid. But in the end, we becoming stupid. This is especially visible in relationships. Men and women speak the same language, but sometimes live in different realities. One phrase, one message, one emoji, and two complete different interpretations. At some point when I realized that, though I knew it before, but I didn't know how to handle it, when I saw that the conflict is growing, I was coming over and asking, what did you mean by that? Because when I said X, I meant Y. What about you? Do we really understand each other correctly? And suddenly I realized that a relationship can be calm, without unnecessary drama. Or maybe I'm the luckiest person in the world and I actually met one and only. Or maybe, just maybe, one helps another. Think about it. But you see, it's not only about the couples. At work, with friends, with family, our heads are always full of mood, worries, expectations. We finish other people's sentences in our own brain. We assume we know what they meant. We assume they know what we meant. And then we call each other stupid. Sometimes the problem is not that somebody is an idiot. The problem is that no one asked the clarifying question. Let's put it all together. Here's the short list of things that you can write down or maybe even screenshot. I'm putting it here for you to enjoy, that we need to remember and use in our practice. First one, forget the idea that everyone understands everything. Even smart people will act stupid outside the area of their expertise. Second, make your message as clear as it possible. Just ask yourself, can 12 years old, 6 years old understand it? Number 3, remember, people are tired, distracted. Help them, navigate them to see the main point. Don't hide it under the jargon. 4, check if people really understood you. Don't ask them if everything is clear. Come on, that's not working. Ask couple guiding questions. Number 5, check if you understood everything. Don't be afraid to ask stupid questions that you think are stupid. Sometimes, and most of the stupid questions are good questions. So ask them before you sign or agree on something. And continuing this, number 6, well, don't be afraid to say, guys, I feel stupid, but I really don't understand exact this moment. Can you rephrase it for me maybe? It's better to look a little bit slow than a real fool later. Number 7, learn how to play dumb, to test people, to protect your time, not to give free work. Number 8 is very delicate one. When you are talking to a fool, try really understand the situation and try to make sure that you are not a fool in this current situation. Maybe something is wrong with your perception on who the fool truly is, or at least viewed as a fool. And number 9, remember that many systems and contracts are built on the fact that you might be ignorant, you might be stupid. Read, ask, Google, check the law. Nearly forgot. Number 10, when somebody out of sudden, for no reason, when you don't deserve, treating you too nicely, and especially telling you that you are so smart, think again. Are they trying to screw you? And if so, is it in romantic context or something else involved? So yes, we are all stupid. Sometimes, constantly, in certain situations, but we are. And there's no reason to panic. There's a big reason to accept it and acknowledge it and put it in use. Be honest to ourselves, be more kinder to others. And I had few more fancy arguments to prove that all of us are stupid, but I forgot. But what else to expect from an idiot, right? So, yeah, if you're not stupid like me, hit the like button, maybe share some of your thoughts, and yeah, subscribe to this channel so you would not miss my other videos. And yeah, sharing this video, liking this video really will help to kind of make sure that there will be less stupidity in our world. But for today, I would like to, first of all, thank you for your attention and that you watched the video till this exact moment. I guess I said what I wanted to say. So, thanks for watching, best of luck, and hopefully I see you again. Bye bye, ciao, auf Wiedersehen, Visulabu, Sakala Hadzadien.